No, what? Cold today,
Ladies
mate.
and- freezing
We
today.
love speaking about the weather, don't we? It's
It
no
was so
free. I wouldn't
cold.
say it's freezing. A bit frosty last night.
There wasn't a lot of ice this morning, but God, I was chilled.
Uh-huh.
I was chilled. I felt it this morning.
Almost died yesterday.
What happened?
Almost died. Walking to my work and coming down the hill towards me is this kind of rough diamond, I would describe him as.
Junkie.
Well, no, too muscular for a junkie.
Okay.
Soccer hooligan.
All right.
Football
okay.
hooligan.
Okay.
And he's like that. He's got a big lead in his
Okay.
hand.
Well,
And he's
where's the
shouting,
dog?
see you? He's like, come here, come here. Starts shouting.
Mm-hmm.
And I hear in the bushes just this, like a velociraptor's coming through the bushes. Like the rhododendrons fucking quaking.
Everything
This,
parting.
this fucking, and I think, Jesus Christ, what's coming out here? Dachshund. And I thought, for fuck's sake,
No, was it?
there's a dachshund.
But you had a moment where you thought,
At
this
that
is
moment,
the
I
end.
thought this dog's going to just come out at me because I've been watching dog attack videos.
Why?
I just love shit like that. And there's a guy and he's cycling, it looks to be in fucking Lake District or something, cycling up a Forestry Commission track. And this woman's like, stop, stop. Suddenly 3 dogs just jump out and attack him.
Oh my God.
And they're like those fucking, those shepherds, Mallows are.
Oh, Jesus.
And they're on him like fuck. And the woman and then her husband like are fighting their own dogs to stop them from killing this guy.
That's shocking.
And the chain's off his bike. And folk have said to him, he should have kept going, but folk says, you can't outrun those dogs
No,
on a bike.
there's no way.
Like
On rough ground.
on
you're
rough
fucked.
ground,
Yeah.
you're fucked. So he's trying to use the bike as a shield. Anyway, on
Anyway.
top of that,
Oh,
there's a woman in the paper, so she's a professional dog walker. Now, Dundee has 2 jobs, Amazon drivers and dog walkers.
And there's
That's the
plenty
only
of them.
jobs
Yep.
available in Dundee. And there's people that walk about and they've got the vans, giving me all the kind of Paw Patrol and all this kind of silly names. And there's one woman that walks 11 dogs,
right. Okay.
none of them on the lead.
Oh,
So it's like a
no.
pack of dogs.
Oh, God.
And often think, what happens if a squirrel runs past? What do you do? Down in England, a woman had the same situation and the dogs killed her. The dog she was walking
That wasn't too long ago,
killed
was
her,
it? Yeah.
tore her to bits. And all the dogs, her 2 dogs were put down because she had XL bully. One of her dogs was an XL
Okay.
bully. So they were put down. The rest of the dogs were in dog jail waiting for their fate. And all the dog owners were like that, bloody hell, can I want my dog back? And Stanley's innocent, but he's just been caught up in this terrible situation.
There was the people he hangs around
So
with.
he spent thousands of pounds, these poor families, to get their dogs back. And the dogs have been getting a reprieve, but there was an investigation. And from now on, these dogs, they're tired that they're now killers. Because they think once a dog's got the taste of human flesh.
Yeah, that's
So
nonsense.
they've all got to wear muzzles and everything. But on the first day of the investigation, 2 dogs were released immediately.
Right.
Dachshunds.
See, that's the way.
So if you're
I
a
bet they were
dachshund,
the masterminds behind
so
it.
if you
Yeah.
train a dachshund
to kill,
to kill,
get away with it.
gets away with it every single time. So these people that have these big guard dogs, get yourself a fucking well-trained dachshund.
Yeah.
Put like titanium teeth into the thing.
Oh, it caused havoc.
Oh, Jesus.
God almighty.
How are you going to get away from it?
You
like,
can't.
Like if you had a gate, one of these big dogs, it's not going to get through the gate. Dachshund
In these
gets
videos
between the bars.
where you see dog attacks, I have seen them occasionally. Do you remember the classic early 2000s internet one where it's a staffy shagging another staffy and then it vomits? It's
Right.
just a classic. Anyway, I would watch these
Uh-huh.
and I realised something.
Okay.
People say when I'm attacked, I'm going to punch it, I'm going to gouge it, I'm going to do everything. All it does is irritate the dog further.
No, what you do is,
I know what you do.
when it's on top of you, no,
Finger.
no, it's difficult. Unfortunately, the thing about a dog's arse, it's at the opposite end of its body from its savage teeth.
Oh, right. I see where
Okay,
the
so you have to
problem is.
reach while it's savaging you on the throat.
You've got to do the old...
Excuse me.
Now, we've all been in positions
Yeah.
where that's required, and sometimes you get a finger cramp.
You do.
Yeah, we've all done that.
What you do is when the dog's astride you,
Oh,
you grab its front legs and you pull them apart.
hold on. I've seen an XL bully,
Oh, no,
and there's more muscles
Muscle.
in its bicep
Yeah.
than my whole body.
it's like a kangaroo, a male kangaroo.
Stand and
Seething,
shaking.
seething with anger. No, you just have to. What I would do if I'm being bitten to death, I would just turn around and pull my breeks down. It's going to be embarrassing, but you get to survive the ordeal.
But what if it? This is because of these videos you've seen. Now it's in your head.
But it's like, what do you do?
You have to stop with the
It's
internet.
like bear attacks. There's one you try and run, and there's one you play dead.
Right, okay.
I think it's a grizzly bear,
Play dead.
play dead, and it's the only chance you have is it loses interest
Okay.
when it's chewed you for a
Now,
bit.
when I was in the jungle, I got told, jungle cat, kick it in the head.
Okay.
Sloth bear, fight it.
Okay.
Run at it. Scare it.
Yeah.
Tiger, stare. Do not move.
Yeah.
Do not move.
Because they sneak up on you.
Right? Always. And don't blink. Just stare at it. Elephant, you're on your own.
It's
doesn't
not going to
matter.
stop an elephant.
Elephant will run after you. They'll swim after you.
I love an elephant attack. Because when an elephant, when a trained elephant
Mhm.
in India goes bananas,
Oh,
the first person it kills is its trainer.
they just
It's
go
like,
crazy.
Fuck you.
Fuck you.
Because they'll have a grudge.
Mm-hmm.
You're like that. You didn't
And
put tea in my. You didn't put sugar in my
when
tea
people
4 years ago.
die,
They get
they
upset.
turn up to their funeral.
Other
It's insane.
they visit the dead of the skeletons
yeah,
of
a
their
year
elephant.
later, and then
and
they're all crying and
they're
everything.
crying, yeah.
Oh,
Yeah, so
amazing.
it's a bit of
amazing.
a dog when it's just chewing you to bits. No, a tiger attack, because there's a village in India, and to stop attacks, they were wearing papier-mâché masks on the back of their heads,
Yeah.
because a tiger doesn't like sneaking. It has to sneak up on
Do
you.
you ever see the one where the tiger jumps up and bites that guy's hand
Oh,
off?
it's just-
That's where I was.
Just wild. That
And I watched that a week before I went.
That is a phenomenal fucking animal. It's just there was a Siberian tiger, and a Russian Siberian dude was out,
Mm-hmm.
and he came across a deer that was partially eaten. He thought, handy, took it home. It's a tiger deer, wasn't it?
Oh,
So this
furious.
tiger started like circling his house, and he went down the local village and he said, "That tiger's got a problem with me. This is October Taft. I'll lose interest." And they hadn't seen him for a couple of weeks, and they went up. And but it had been doing mad stuff, like it had chewed the handle off his shovel
Right, okay.
and then eaten a pair of his shoes. It was just fucking with him.
just crazy.
So he'd not seen him
angry.
for a couple of weeks. It was raging. It was just that fucking
Yeah.
raging.
That's
And
like the way Susan was, because you emptied her packet of crisps the
I
other day.
did,
That
I
was her
emptied the
lunch.
whole crisp.
You just ate the whole lot and left.
That was our lunch.
That was her lunch.
But so they don't see him for a while,
Mhm.
and they go up, and the fucking thing's eating everything but his feet.
Amazing.
It
Probably
just,
had athlete's foot.
just left his feet
Amazing.
and his shoes. Kind of like a comedy horror thing. Just
Yeah.
his feet, and that's what it did to him. That's a lack of
Was-
respect.
No, that was making a point.
I was making a point.
Any other fucker takes my deal. Oh God, animals
Why
are
would you
crazy.
pick a half-chewed deer? I say, no, I've eaten roadkill.
There's your answer.
There's your answer.
Ladies and
Okay.
gentlemen, let's get on to
I will get
text.
into this. Oh, the text bit. Jesus.
Listen,
I like to call this the hurdle.
So who's this one from? I think
I wish Colin Jackson was here for this hurdle.
this is Warren.
Oh, Warren, okay. He normally does pretty good stuff.
He does. He sort of involves
Aye,
himself
yeah,
and
he
thinks
does.
about it.
He does.
It's unusual for our listeners.
Not many things.
What you dudes?
Ah,
Do you recall the Grape Lady video from the early days of the interwebs? Oh, what fun. Cheerio from now, Warren. This fucker's just said something that everyone's going to look up. Now, I know,
What's the great lady. I've never seen
I've
it.
never heard of it, but do not look.
I'm not
I know
looking.
now, don't look.
I know this isn't. Is this like Two Girls, One Cup?
Yeah, I'm old enough now to know that he's just put that. Hey, did you remember that? And everyone's going to
Yeah.
go, oh, what's that? And be traumatized. Warren, watching you.
Those grapes are either coming out of something or going back into something.
There's something going on.
There's
There's
something.
something going on.
It's
Andy.
like the what was that guy? Every. Can that joke? 70s comedian Dick Every.
Emery.
Dick Emery.
Yeah, gotcha.
Kenny dressed up as a
Yeah.
lady, and he would. This might be. Forgive me, folks. This might be a bit of a crude joke. He goes into the police station in
Okay.
his terrible state, and he says to the police officer behind the counter, "I've been graped." And the guy says, "I'm terribly sorry, but you mean raped?" He says, "No, there was a bunch of them." You laughed. You're going to hell.
Cancelled.
Cancelled. I just did cancelled joke.
Oh, shit. That's a
Do you
good
want to hear
one.
my joke I tell at funerals?
Let's hear it.
What's pink and smells of ginger? Fred Astaire's cock.
Yes, that's a good one.
That's a good
Yeah,
one.
That's a good one.
That's
I've
a
heard
good
that.
one.
That's
yeah.
a good one.
You can actually say Fred Astaire's fingers, but I prefer to say cock.
That's cock. You've got to add that. It's a funeral after all.
It's a funeral.
Andy,
Ah,
Hi lads, it's Randy Andy. Don't give yourself that name, Andy.
Jesus, he's taking it with pride.
No, don't. That's just Randy Andy.
Randy.
That's not allowed around schools, Randy.
Does he sweat?
I bet he does.
Well, he does.
It's all music related today. I've
Oh.
been at it again.
I bet he
Oh.
has.
Took my daughter to see the Australian Pink Floyd at the Caird Hall last week.
Oh.
I'm going to phone Childline. Why would you do
cool.
that? Oh.
I love the way Pink Floyd have just really fallen out with each other, big style.
Yeah, and there's like...
They really hate each
Because it dresses a Nazi, because I've got a Sten gun, doesn't mean anything.
Oh, Jesus, they don't get on.
They don't get on. And it was pretty spectacular, to be fair. And I went to see your favourite Hue and Cry at the Gardyne last
not
week.
Hue and Cry.
Also, a local girl supported. She was really good. Mary Sutherland on Spotify. Give her a shout out.
Did he genuinely like Hue and Cry?
Yeah, it's Randy Andy.
But that's that fucking
He
Kane
likes-
guy. He's a twat.
I went to see them.
They're like Scotland's
89.
Scotland's Rick Astley's.
Yeah, I went to see them. 89.
You paid to see Hue and Cry.
I know I was taken. My girlfriend
you were
took
taken
me.
forcibly.
I was forcibly taken.
And did you enjoy them?
No, he just went on about the poll tax all day.
Yeah.
And I just went, most of the gigs at that time, I was going out with this girl and she just wanted to go to all these gigs. So it was like, I'll pay for you. And I was
Okay.
like, brilliant.
Remember Bjork played at the Caird Hall?
No, I didn't see
Bjork
that.
played.
Oh, I would have loved to see Bjork.
That would have been good.
I would have liked that.
So he went to see. I love that. What's ironic about Australia?
Yeah.
Nobody goes there. So Australia had this thriving subculture of cover bands
Okay.
because the real bands would never go to Australia. But then, because of international flights, these cover bands who should just stay in Australia
Agreed.
now come here.
ABBA-esque.
Yeah.
Oh,
They
So
just go-
anyway.
well, you don't need to see a cover band ABBA. You can now see a holographic ABBA.
I don't want to see any ABBA.
Agatha's holograms. Would you not like to see that?
You've made a point.
She was
but
created
yeah.
by the Nazis in a breeding program. It's worth a look.
Okay, wait, I've got to
Okay.
get through these.
Aye, please.
So, Mary Sutherland on
Uh-huh.
Spotify, give her a shout out, please. And hoping to secure some tickets to see Air in London this morning.
oh, yeah,
Air,
oh, that's good. That's a. He's got
Wait a
some.
minute.
He's
Wait a
got
minute.
some eclectic
no,
taste.
that's not eclectic. That's a maniac. You're going to see a cover band of Pink Floyd, then Air. Oh,
You-
wait, it might not be Air. It might be Airish. It might not be
No,
Air.
Aero. Aero. Oh, wonderful.
Oh, God. In
Where-
London this morning.
was
Wish me
that
luck.
them?
Best of luck,
Was
dude. I
that
hope you
them?
get them.
Said to watch the skies. Was
He
that
says, yeah, I have a feeling that Derek will approve of this. Yeah, I'll go and see Air. Their compression work, you won't know what this means.
I
But
don't
their
care.
use of compression on drums created their whole sound. Look into it.
Wonderful,
It's a
yeah.
great thing. Also, Goron, you nearly made me crash when you said the word gawkle the other day. Toodle pip.
A gawkle.
A gawkle. The worst thing you could see, when I was a kid, I grew too fast.
Uh-huh.
And this is common in boys. And one of the signs is young
Flemish.
teenage. No,
It's Flemish.
they start overdosing on milk.
Oh.
You have too
calcium,
much milk.
yeah,
and you
calcium.
got, and you'll see like a 14-year-old down like
Aye,
as
yeah.
much milk as they can,
Yeah, yeah,
and that's what I did.
It's
and
like an elephant licking a salt bar.
exactly.
Okay.
I just went too far. I ended up in
Minerals.
hospital,
Okay.
and the old guy beside me, he had these goggle boxes,
Oh, gawkle box.
and he'd go, and it would hang off his tongue, and I've never felt so
Oh.
sick.
Imagine the Scottish version of goggle box is gawkle box, and it's
Oh,
just
goggle box
it's just
feels spit at the
phlegmy
telly.
old folk spit.
And you know what I done?
Like you had a spittoon.
I took the pillowcases and I put one over my head.
Just
And they
no.
said, you're not allowed to do that. I went, I don't care, I can't look. I had and this was before headphones, this is before
oh,
anything.
nothing.
So I had my fingers in my ears
Oh, just
with a pillowcase over my head and 9 wells, just so I could get by.
Oh, there'd be old men in my hometown, kind of little big
Oh.
hairy lugs. They all look like Boggle out of the Labyrinth, and they
Yeah.
just guys rolling shites, shitting themselves and rolling shites.
Oh,
and
yeah.
just emptying.
Outside pubs and they go, "Pho," and it looks like a fucking miscarriage.
No, it's like tadpoles. They were like tadpoles. And there's bits of tobacco in them, and
those
just
goggles have
everything.
heartbeats.
Can you get those fat balls to feed birds in the winter
Yeah.
time? It was like those.
It's terrible. Oh,
Where's that coming from?
it's,
Can deep sea whales produce ambergrease?
yes.
The Scottish male over
Expensive.
70 produces ambergrease. Just
And you
from
can
his-
make perfume out
you
of it
can
as
make
well.
perfume out of it.
Stacey King.
Okay.
Stacey. Morning, mofuls. Mofuls. Quick one about smells. My wife. Now, a quick one about smells. My wife.
Oh, Jesus.
Bad way to start. Bad way. Gets up before me and uses the toilet before me. This is going bad. Sometimes she leaves a little cloud or a of heavy, very smelly gas in the bowl as a trap.
Oh.
I activate the trap. Wait. I activate the trap when I have my first pee of the day,
So he
releasing the
pisses
smell.
into it.
It's like the Hound of the Baskervilles sort of fog.
No, it's not like that. It's like
Ammonia.
no, it's more like the Meg film where there's like a layer
Oh, and below that layer,
below it. Have you seen those? They'll go into a cave system and there's fresh water and then there's
and salt
saline
water, yeah.
and it's a lake underwater.
And
It's like that, but
But farts.
Women, I think women's farts are worse.
They're like acid.
They fart less, but they're stronger.
The menstrual fart is the worst smell
Oh
on
yeah,
the planet.
it's livery, liver
That
and
would take
onions.
the wallpaper off
It's
your
liver
wall.
and onions. It's because both their holes are just well, they've got 3 or 4 holes of women.
There's
haven't
like
they?
6 or 7
I
down
think
there.
there's quite a lot, and they're next to each other.
Oh,
I remember Jenny. Was it Jenny Eclair? Or Margie Clark. I can't remember.
Margie Clark, yeah.
I think it was Jenny Eclair.
And don't say anything against Margie
I
Clark.
don't like Margie.
She's
Clark.
great.
I don't like
She's
her.
great.
I don't like her.
Lovely person.
Don't like her. But if you're tired of your boyfriend going down and you just clean your arsehole forward.
But then you're going to cause yourself more issues.
It's your own shit. It'll be fine.
I don't think it works that way.
It's like you can eat your own shit and drink your own piss.
You have said, we were in a conversation 2 weeks ago with people around and you made the same claim. It doesn't work.
If it's no
You
killed,
can't eat your own shit.
listen, mate. If it's no killed you going through, it's been through the system.
That's
before.
a bowel.
It's been through the system
It's
before.
protected. It's
If you-
divided.
If you're nervous, if you're in need,
This is not
If
in
you're
any
in
medical
need-
book. No, it's not
Titus-
like a Mars
what's
bar.
that thing Titus Andromachus when he feeds the people the bodies of their children?
What?
Just
Listen, you're going on about Greek
the,
mythology
bo- the
here.
body can take up a lot of stuff. Piss is okay if it's midstream, not the first or the last, the mid. So, get what I mean?
Yeah, well, when you're given a urine sample, which I had to do last
Yeah,
week, midstream.
Midstream.
Okay, it's a trap. When I have to have my first pee of the day, releasing the smell, so I have to stand there and endure it because there is no stopping that morning pee. Stacey, this is the quality of our fucking listener.
No, it's quite simple.
He's peeing into a fart.
Set your clock for earlier and get ahead of her and do your own shit.
Bigger, worse.
Bigger, better, bolder.
I've spent thousands of pounds. We've spent thousands. Look at the equipment. Look at everything.
Yeah.
And I'm now talking about someone peeing into a fart.
Eat, research it.
Thanks, Stacey.
There was a woman who they were operating in, I think we've mentioned this before, I think it was in America, and they had her in for like some routine operation. But when they cut open some organ, she produced a gas, and I think it killed people.
Oh,
And it was just some weird chemical reaction in this woman's body. And it was like folk were fucking fainting dead and all kinds of stuff.
is that like the guy that would eat anything?
Yeah, Monsieur
No.
Monge.
There was another
Oh,
guy.
the famous guy who would eat
I mean,
a dead hippo yeah.
he ate babies.
He was a
and
French
everything.
guy,
This is
yeah.
what they believed.
Yeah.
He just ate children.
He
Oh,
had that
psycho.
Prader-Willi, so he couldn't. Prader-Willi syndrome, you're never full.
But when they looked into his throat, they could see directly into his stomach.
He just threw
It
it
was
in.
just straight down.
Oh.
He was completely, but he was also a psychopath as well.
Oh well.
Because he would eat anything.
Ain't anything.
They watched
It's
him
like-
pick up kittens and just
Have
swallow
you seen
them
a
whole and that.
bullfrog? I told you if it just tries to eat anything.
It's mental.
Yeah.
So,
Oh.
this is from Retro Box Room.
Okay.
Hi guys, since I've now been elected as Derek's only brain, which I think's a prime idea.
It's like you have 4 brain cells and he adds a further 1, making a total of 5 brain cells.
That's a lot.
Quite a lot.
I think it's about time there was a small photo frame on the display wall displaying ugly mugs. I mean, beautiful faces, avatars of the patrons, just so they can show their loved
Some
ones.
of them are a bit ugly.
And
though.
now they're internationally famous. From Retro Box and P.S. as Goron bought that purple burglar alarm yet. Prick. See, I read that.
Yeah.
Oh,
The thing is,
that's my own brain doing that
the
to me.
thing is, if we
Thanks,
had
dude.
if we had their faces up,
Yeah.
somebody might recognise one of their faces for a crime.
Good.
So I'm just suggesting
Hmm.
to people, be aware.
You know what? I actually think that's quite a good idea.
Yeah, if Chris,
I think that's quite a good idea.
If Chris the Jackal Shadowins, they're like that. The FBI's here.
That's him.
It's him.
That's him.
It's him. Been
He's a
stealing
very
knickers,
distinctive look.
been stealing knickers off lines in every continent in the world for the last 25 years.
Got
Men's-
close once. Got
men-
close once in Paris.
Men's knickers.
Yeah.
No, they don't have knickers in Paris.
Yeah. Oh, actually, that's a good idea.
Yeah.
Because then we could put it up
No,
there.
no,
and-
no.
What?
I don't want, because I have to look at the fucking thing.
I know, but
No,
I think it's a good.
no.
Wait. Okay.
Put my foot down.
Okay.
What would do? Can you have you the technology for this?
What?
At one random stage each episode, somebody's face just does a real.
I do have the technology, but that's also more time.
Well, could it not just go vup, fla? No, I
Okay.
know what we're doing.
What?
The Exorcist, the subliminal face. That's what we
Flashes.
do with people's faces. That's
Oh
it.
my! No, we're good.
That'll be said.
I think that's
you
a
could
good
do,
idea.
You could do. No,
We
I'm not.
could.
I'm not looking at their faces.
No, you don't
mate.
need to. It goes
I
in the
will.
middle.
When
You're
I come
looking
in-
that way.
When I walk in, I'll see them for like a fraction of a second.
I think it's a good idea.
Oh, just these
I think it's a
doughy,
good. Now I've just spent a lot of money.
pale,
Because you know what I've just-
Morlocky, fucking chud faces.
Chud is that's quite accurate. What I've just bought. Now, we have been recording Butlerfest, and we've got one more film to go
Yeah.
on Monday. And we've been doing it on the laptop.
Mm-hmm.
But I thought I had a spare TV. So I've brought a TV down. I've bought a stand on wheels,
Oh, jeez.
all black, really nice.
You could have just put it on that carriage I've got out there.
No, that's ugly. This is going to.
But they're not going to see it.
It's not for them. It's for us to
It's
watch.
like, see. Okay.
Jesus.
You blanch at the thought of a fucking metal tabletop. You're like, "Oh, fine, no, that's too ugly for me. I can't look at it. But you want me to have fucking Chris Shadowin's ugly face behind me.
Correct. So
Okay.
what we've found is
Fuck's
that
sake.
we're having tremendous fun just watching the films and talking shit.
Well, we're having fun. They won't.
So
They've
we're
got to-
having fun.
Right,
You
so-
made. I'm going to say what happened. I'm not going to say what
a
happened. 'cause
gawkle.
That's a
There was a
surprise.
gawkle situation.
That's a surprise for the show next month. The Butler Fest. Join us for 3 nights of Jerry Butler films.
Jerry's not been in contact yet. I'm worried.
I'm a bit concerned. But I've got a TV down there. I
Uh-huh.
carried this up this morning. I didn't realise that weighs fucking
Oh,
like 13 kilos.
Okay.
And I'm carrying all my stuff. But anyway, so we're going to have a big TV. And when we do celluloids, if you're wondering where the new celluloids has been, I've been waiting to get the stand. So we can actually just, and I've got a new cable coming, so we'll get all the sound in. It's
Yeah.
great. But so we'll be able to, celluloids will be different. Instead of us just reporting on what we saw, we're now going to watch it. And
Yeah,
you can watch
like
the
a
film
voiceover-
along
a
with us.
voiceover.
Like a commentary, yeah. And you can
Commentary.
watch the film with us. So we're going to do that every time.
Yeah.
Because that's working very well. I think that's
Yeah.
that's
well,
working.
I'm
Well,
going to say very well. It's
dude, sell the show.
it's working. I've listened.
Fuck's
I've
sake.
heard worse. I've heard worse.
So that's
I've
the
heard
plan.
worse in some of the regional radio, kind of like some of the islands.
Oh, that's true.
Some of them are worse.
If I hear one more
better-
story about a ferry,
It's better than it's better than Titch McCooey.
Titch McCooey.
He's retired. Titch McCooey.
Titch McCooey's gone.
Titch McCooey's
Oh
good.
my god. So
Yeah.
that's what we're going to be doing for celluloids.
Oh,
And so
It's
my
more-
stands there.
Ken.
It's
more
it's working better
Yeah.
when we could just see stuff. and-
simpatico. It's more
Yeah,
sy-
it's-
symbiotic.
Well, I found myself laughing the whole way through it.
They were terrible films.
It were
but
terrible
nonetheless.
films, and I was having a tremendous time. The
Aye.
worst the film, we're
I
having a
bet-
great time.
Aye, okay.
And the thing is, Butlerfest will happen every year. And when it gets to next year, he's going to have at least 9 or 10 other films that we could
12. I'm
do.
not.
12.
I'm not doing Kandahar.
Is it
I watched
bad?
the first 5 minutes and
No.
I couldn't watch the 6th minute.
Okay. But there's lots of
Couldn't
films
watch the
within there.
He's needing a Tarantino character in his life.
Yeah, he needs just that one moment.
He needs a wee someone just a bit different.
Yeah, just that something
Yeah.
to make him act again instead of turning
I
up.
would love to see him playing like a gay Scot. He needs to play it Scottish.
Yeah, okay.
A gay Scottish gangster.
Oh, that would be fine.
That'd be good.
That has a llama. There's
Yeah,
not enough. I
someone's-
love llama. You got to have a quirk.
Walks about with an ocelot.
Oh no,
No.
ostrich.
Well, there is a few ostriches in Scotland. Right, I don't think an ostrich could take his
They're always
weight.
escaping.
Couldn't
Ostriches
take
are
his
running
weight.
about. Yeah, that's
Someone's
true.
running over him like a ferret.
Oh, love ferrets.
A ferret, a futret.
That's his thing, he's a ferret.
He's a ferret guy.
Trained ferrets.
Trained
I would watch that. So that's what's happening with. Now, before we continue, I've got to give a shout out to someone. Now, someone I've known for many years has got in touch because I didn't tell them the show. They've discovered the show on their own.
Oh,
And but the reason I have to give them a shout out in a certain way,
because they asked you to.
No, they said, but I said on one condition, and they knew what it was. I've got to explain their name.
Oh,
Their name is Mike.
Mike Hunt.
Nope, just Mike. Michael, right?
Mickey.
Do you think that needs an explanation?
No.
Okay, well, just before I give the explanation, dude, shout out. Thanks for listening. I really
Where
appreciate it.
did you bump it? The methadone clinic.
30 years ago. But anyway,
But when you recently bump into him?
they contacted me on the website.
wonderful.
Right, so here is his name.
Okay.
And he knew this was coming.
Okay.
Thaddeus Michael Thunder Lightning McGeeky.
Oh.
The most glorious name ever to come out of Dundee.
It's no Fox Mulder McPhee. But it's
His
Thaddeus.
nickname
Uh-huh.
years ago was Very Very.
Uh-huh.
Thunder and Lightning. Very, very frightening. But his name was Very Very. And I didn't pick up on that for a while.
Was his mum and dad addicts or
Now,
hippies?
see, this is exactly, because I've got an answer. And I'm going to use his joke. He goes, everyone says, your mum and dad. He went, oh, no, they were lovely. They just hated me. And that was his joke.
Uh-huh.
He said, they're just lovely people. They just hated me. And that was his joke about it. But I think they were just hippies.
Just hippies.
I think they were just hippies, and they just chose this name. But it was Thaddeus Michael Thunder Lightning McGeeky. And everyone who knows him,
Thaddeus.
they've probably heard Thaddeus Michael McGeeky, which he always tells, but he leaves the thunder and lightning out,
Yeah.
which I think's a wonderful name. Actually, another fact about him: good golfer.
Oh, cool. Who cares? Remember there's a spell people
Thanks,
used to
dude.
call their kids after football teams and stuff like that.
Mm-hmm.
Two things you never see anymore. That Bermuda Triangle. Somebody said that the other day. It's a Bermuda Triangle stopped working.
Nothing happens in it anymore since people went, oh wait, just the plane and the boat losses are the exact same as anywhere else.
No white shites.
No white
Bermuda
shites.
Triangle. Here's one that doesn't happen the
Okay.
same. Insects on your windscreen. Remember, you used to get a lot of insects hitting your
It goes
windscreen?
through phases though.
They say it doesn't really happen. Overall, they've done statistical analysis of it. There's not enough insects anymore.
It goes through phases, I believe, where the populations will drop.
But they've
Dramatically,
really
dropped, yeah.
Dramatically.
Where I've had none this year.
No,
None this year.
None at all.
But I remember about 12 years ago, I had to go and pick a van up in Glasgow.
Uh-huh.
And getting there and back, I had to stop and get more screen wash because it was just coated. And then after that, it just seemed to have stopped. I had this massive peak. But it happens with mice. We had it in...
Well, have you seen the Australian mice plague?
That's crazy. Just it's a sea of mice. They use flamethrowers.
Flamethrowers. It's not touching them.
It doesn't work.
Just eat all the crop and then they disappear again.
So it's
Wow.
it's insane. But about 12 years ago, in Dundee, there was this explosion of mice.
Uh-huh.
We had them running through the house. I was sitting, that very TV,
Uh-huh.
I was once sitting on the top of it, just looking at us. I just went over and picked it up.
Oh, wonderful.
And there's just mice everywhere. Then we got the cat, and that
That
slowed it down.
will work.
That slowed it down. But you'd look out in the garden, and there were just tons of
Running
them.
about.
And then
Do you-
overnight, they
Do
were
you know
gone.
that there's no such thing as a locust, really? It's just grasshoppers that just go for a wander together.
Oh,
They have
is that right?
Yeah, grasshoppers. Grasshoppers will just become locusts. They'll just try to do that mad shit. Certain conditions, and they'll just do it.
Wait, is this true?
No, it's true.
That's fucking wild. Am I going to tell people that and they're going to go, who
it's true.
fucking...
There was locusts in America. America was like plagued by locusts. It would just destroy all the crops.
Yeah.
They're extinct. That specific grasshopper there's none left, and man didn't have any.
Like
do it.
Glaswegians going to Arbroath for their caravan
Yeah,
holidays.
There's all these weird things.
Wow.
Yeah,
I didn't know that.
yeah,
That's wild.
yeah.
Now, after 2 weeks, I think we're going to get on to the show, and we're half an hour in.
We'll try.
And
We'll try.
and I think this is...
This is
I've maybe
vintage.
built this up.
Oh God!
Right, so what I'm going to do is just going to check if there's any more texts.
Please do. We've got.
Nope, there's none.
Right, let's sink our teeth.
Oh, no,
in.
we're
Let's
okay.
sink our teeth into
Right.
this.
Now, I called it ruined.
Okay.
And this is because I was watching
That,
something.
like, this podcast ruined my life.
It's similar effect. So
Okay.
I was watching TV.
Gee.
Well, it wasn't TV, it was
Good-
YouTube. and
good-
someone
good-
was talking
Good
about
start.
Russell Brand
Uh-huh.
and how he's ruined. And it was really interesting because there was lots of clips of comics from 10 years ago. Just normal comics you would know going, him, he's not a comedian, I hate him. Just saying it in interviews. He's not a comedian. I know. I hear things about him. He's a
Right.
bad.
People
People just saying he's a piece of shit.
He's not-
years ago.
He's not ruined, though.
Well, listen, that's the name of the show. So let's not. Well, not yet.
He's cast out of polite society, but he's not ruined. I think he was interviewing Alex Jones the other day. Now, Alex Jones.
That's a mix of people, though.
Alex Jones said that a bunch of kids killed in the school were all fucking actors.
Actors, yeah.
And he's not ruined. He's paid money, but he's
He
still
hasn't paid money.
Well,
He hasn't.
Will they get money off him?
Well, this is what they're saying. He was.
Is he
there
doing a
was-
Lorraine Kelly? Is he a character?
He was doing. Yeah, he done that.
Mhm.
But then he was also saying a lot of shenanigans, financial ones. But they were looking at his income,
Right.
and it's huge.
Yeah.
And I think a judge recently says you've got to start paying. So
But
there's
he's
got to
not
be a lot-
ruined. He's still there. He's still.
Yeah. But
Russell Brand.
let's not ruin the show by
Yeah.
ruining
But
the ruin.
he is kind of ruined. You'll never have the. He's never.
He's
gonna
not
be
coming
Mr.
to my house. He's
No.
not coming on this show.
He's never going to be Mr. Saturday Night ever again.
If he came on this, should kick the fuck out of him.
He's never going to
What's
get.
he going to do?
The thing is, mate,
namaste. Fuck you.
he could appear on I'm a Celebrity.
I don't think they would have him on.
Not sure.
Not Bobby Davro on.
They had fucking Boris Johnson's fucking dad.
Oh, Jesus Christ. So, you don't think he's ruined? Russell Brand. I think he's a piece of shit.
He
and he's
future
out-
proofed himself and built up a little mad
right-wing bullshit
Yeah.
thing going on.
He knew
right?
what was happening, so he went somewhere.
But beyond that,
no,
and I think there's a bit of
can they stop?
sea change to that now. People are getting a bit sick even
But
of that.
he's not going to make his money maybe on advertising.
No, they've taken YouTube's been taken away from him.
Patreon, he'll still be getting Patreon, is he?
Patreon will take your money away as well
Oh.
if you've been behaving badly,
Okay.
which is fair enough.
Okay,
You know?
yeah. But he didn't. Is this going to be ruined like people ruined because they've been doing something historically for a long time?
Mhm.
Or is this going to be ruined like somebody does one thing so heinous it fucks them?
Oh no, I think this is historically for a long time.
Okay.
This is
Okay.
catching up with him.
Okay.
And fucking good. His behaviour
I
is
never
horrific.
liked. I never liked the cunt. I never
Here's
found
the
him
problem.
funny.
I'm trying to find
That
someone who
Noel-
liked him.
Oh, there's a lot of people liked him. There was a guy when
I
I,
don't
was
know
at art
anyone who
school,
does.
4 years behind me,
Mm-hmm.
a guy dressed like Russell Brand. And
So,
I bet you he's no happy if
But I
anybody
think-
shows him that picture.
Yeah, that's true. But I think in general, people were just like, "Who the fuck is this? How did he get there? What is he?" And it wasn't funny. It was sleazy. It was
But that was the 90s and early 2000s. They were sleazy.
yeah, but I didn't get that.
Yeah.
It wasn't like back then. I'm rewriting history. I didn't enjoy that. There was nothing about that
Somebody
that was
did.
good.
Somebody did because it was Loaded Magazine. It was fucking FHM. It was like
Right.
Lads Mags. It was there was
I've
something.
never got
and-
one of them.
No, they're not for me.
I've never seen one.
My wrists are too. I can't open a magazine and
And wank.
masturbate.
Yeah.
No, but the lassies made good money out of it. Like Joe Guest was 90s bird, wasn't
Oh
she?
God, yeah, that's an old
But
name. Yeah.
Joe Guest, and she was kind of cute and everything. A girl next door, but I think she had a terrible time of it. I think her
Oh.
experience wasn't pleasant.
No, that's
There's
not
a lot
good.
of damaged people. I'm not a big fan of Jordan. I think she's a ghastly woman.
Yeah.
I just think getting through that period would just ruin you and make you cruel and horrible and
Not a
Yeah.
good ruined, if you will.
ruined.
No.
Yeah. Who
Ah.
else?
Army Hammer.
Cannibal shit. But he's not ruined.
The documentary was kind of shitty. It
He's
could
not-
have been done in 10 minutes.
But he's not ruined. He's
Is he going to be acting again?
No, fabulously wealthy family.
Yeah, that
they
doesn't-
said they've cut him off, but they've not.
I don't believe that. I don't believe they've cut him off.
But he is so. He's got such David Cameron energy, such a sense of entitlement.
Yeah,
He's posting videos and he's like happy as Larry.
just doesn't matter.
Acting to him was just a little hobby. He just
My-
fancied being an actor.
You're ruining my ruined.
Yeah, so he's not ruined.
TJ Miller.
What gets ruined if somebody with no money if you come from nothing, get a bit of fame,
and then fuck it
improve
up.
yourself, and fuck it up, and then you're back to where you start. TJ, he's the comedian guy.
Who was on a train, I think,
Aye.
in Washington somewhere, and issued a bomb threat.
Yeah,
That's unusual.
that's unusual behaviour.
And-
Is that a mental health thing?
I don't know. He comes across as a bit.
Who was the
crazy.
guy that said he was attacked by these?
Oh, we'll get there.
Oh, okay,
We'll get there. We'll
okay.
get there.
Because he's ruined.
Yeah, he's done.
He's ruined.
Danny Masterson. I would say his 30 years in jail has ruined his career.
He's ruined.
I would say he's
I
ruined.
think even Scientology, he's become his ruination is such, it's contagious. He almost ruined Ashton Kutcher
Well, actually,
because they wrote an email, they wrote a letter saying
there's
how
still
wonderful.
more going on with
Aye.
him.
Yeah,
They're looking for Danny Masterson's guns. And there's a belief that Ashton Kutcher has one of his guns.
Oh.
It just gets messier
Yeah.
and messier.
See if someone in your circle
What the
of
fuck?
friends is an absolute maniac fucking cunt, and they're telling rape. Oh, I told a rape joke.
I suppose you did.
Oh fuck.
Okay, so what advice are you giving me?
Stay away from me. See all these. Stop doing this and destroy all fucking evidence. No, but Danny Masterson's a piece of shit. He was
I
a-
liked your realisation there. You went, oh no.
Danny Masterson was just this prince of Scientology. Just a family of grifter, and
A piece of
actor.
shit.
About a
And
real,
notoriously a piece of shit for
known
years.
throughout.
Yeah.
Yeah.
People have said on interviews, I know about you.
And
And it wasn't a joke.
It was a
They're-
joke.
"Ah,
He says, "Oh, you're a rapey kind of guy.
yeah,
You're a
I
bit
know
fast
about
with the
you.
hands."
You'll
yeah.
get caught.
And he has
You'll-
been caught.
What the fuck? Yeah.
I never liked him either.
I didn't know anything about him.
I'll
at
be
all.
honest with you. I'm trying to think of a time somebody's been
I've never
utterly
seen-
ruined who I really liked, and I was utterly disappointed. Heartbroken.
Oh, I'll tell you what it was. Fluke Skywalker, the guy that looked like
Oh, I
old
didn't
Luke
know that.
Skywalker,
No, I'd known
and he'd
all
go around and he was charity work, everything.
child molester.
Paedophile.
Okay, of course.
Went into jail. Just recently died in jail. Didn't even get to trial.
No.
And you're like, he was so out there as just someone who was so wholesome and good, and
Well, I
fell
met-
into it by
I
accident.
met Rolf Harris many years ago, and he was awful.
Yeah.
But I didn't mind Rolf Harris when I was a kid. I've got one of his drawing books somewhere, but I kind of went off him. I didn't like his, because I remember what true. I met him and didn't like him,
Mhm.
but then I saw him on TV, and it was Mike and the Mechanics were playing a song,
Okay.
and he got all emotional about it. And I remember at the time thinking, there's something fake about you, there's something insincere.
Something insincere.
I don't
yeah.
like you.
Well, apparently he came to Dundee in the 60s. He'd been a few times.
Rolf Harris.
Rolf Harris.
Uh-huh.
And he was doing his act on stage and he made
Okay,
a comment
yeah.
about a girl in the audience.
Right.
And it went down so badly, he was chased out of Dundee.
Oh,
Yeah. It went down so badly. So this is a...
kind of comedy.
I don't know what it
sexual.
was. It'll
Yeah.
be a sexual thing.
I was
Especially
under
back then, that'd
I was
be a
under
huge
the
deal.
impression, though, he kind of kept it in house. He was I think he was molesting his daughter's pals,
Oh,
wasn't he?
Jesus Christ.
Yeah.
What a piece of shit.
But his daughter, because financials, you know,
Mhm.
the daughter was every day when he was going to court, the daughter was like holding his hand and taking him in court. But seemingly, the one that's speaking, she was just meeting him round this corner, and it was all for show.
Oh, my
So
God.
they basically paid her. We need this family unity.
Awful.
The wife's still alive. She's an artist as well. She's terrible.
Artists, man. That's where it all starts.
Yeah.
Here's a good one. Oh, no. Jussie Smollett.
Smalley, that's him that
He's
said he was.
ruined his career.
He was an idiot.
Now, right, you beat me to it. Everyone's got this plan, this maliciousness. Is he not allowed to be as thick as mince?
He's as thick as mince. He was basically. It was a Black Lives Matter, and I think he was in contract negotiations, and he basically thought doing this would raise his profile.
He sent powder
So he-
to himself,
so he did
and
it
everyone
for
ignored
money.
it. Yeah.
But the plan he'd hatched was.
It
Pals
was
of
so
his.
stupid.
Yeah.
It was so
But the thing is,
thick.
they want to utterly destroy the guy
Mhm.
and get him jailed. And his career's done, but how serious is it?
Right, here's what happened. The problem with something like that, especially
The police, you're taking up
a
police
false.
time.
Well, no, it can make people who are genuinely attacked seem less credible.
Yes.
That's dangerous.
Yeah.
Simple as that.
Yeah.
But here's the thing. He's essentially lost his career. He'll never come back. He's always got this around him. I would
No,
say
he's not.
he's been punished.
Could be on the I'm a Celebrity.
Because it's
get me out
very
of here.
easy nowadays for people to say, I want them sacked. Now, when I was growing up, you'd fight someone, you'd argue with them, but you never crossed their job.
Nowadays.
But now it's like that's the first thing. And I think that comes from people who don't
Oh, it's anything.
understand
If it's you
what
can't,
it is to lose a job.
folk have lost. Now, there's a lot of folk. It's lost jobs. There's been someone on the internet. Somebody's filmed them doing something outrageous.
Yeah.
But I've often thought, what is happening in this situation? You
Mhm.
see a snippet,
Yeah.
and they're like that. That person needs to lose it. Find them out. Who are they? Destroy them.
Mhm.
And you don't know the top of tail of that little story.
That's right. But it was always you never mess with someone's job.
No.
You never. But that maybe comes from a more working class, poorer kind of side
Yeah.
of it. But if you're rich and don't care, they
If
should
it's
lose their
somebody,
job.
if it's
Nah.
somebody in a position,
And
if
we're
it's-
not talking something incredibly
if
egregious.
it's
We're just
if
talking
it's
nonsense.
a politician, and they've done something and it's hypocrisy or something,
that's
then
fine.
But some actor or that.
Well, I remember being a kid and being shocked, but just a kid. And it was that lad out of Blue Peter. He was. It was at TikTok out of
Yeah, he said
Rotundas.
to
He
smell
put
his own fart.
had to put his head up
He's
his
a
own
gay
arse.
kid. He was basically sacked for being gay.
And a picture of him in a gay club, sacked,
Sacked.
ostracised,
Yeah, never seen again.
wrong in every way.
Shocking.
And I remember being a kid and going, that was terrible.
Remember EastEnders had its first kiss, gay kiss. Folk lost their fucking.
Lost their minds.
Came what I'm glad about in
What?
life. Gary Bushell has been proved to be utterly wrong.
Oh, that's good.
One of my great wonder. It's every time I see her on the TV, Joe Brand.
Right.
I think to myself, Joe Brand is successful. She's doing well. She's become, I don't like this word particularly, national treasure. And Gary
I
Bushell,
think Joe
who
Brand's
hated
great.
Joe Brand with a Gary Bushell couldn't understand why a woman like Joe Brand was in anything,
Yeah.
and he hated her and sought to destroy her. Gary Bushell is forgotten,
Mhm.
utterly spent force, despicable, gone. And Joe Brand, they must be similar ages.
Yeah, I would say
Gary
so.
Bushell's not much older than Joe Brand.
Look, this is all happening at the moment, right? And you get
But see, if you're destroyed
mhm.
and you've been destroyed for doing something the previous generation that was seen as terrible, did you get a chance to be undestroyed? Did folk reach out to you and say, "No, God, we're actually wrong about that," or is it a one-way street? You fuck.
Oh, what?
Who comes back?
Fucking hell. Well, look at Mel Gibson working again.
Mel Gibson's come back again. Yeah.
And the things. Did you ever hear his phone
Oh
calls?
no, he's terrible. Yeah,
Jesus Christ. Terrible person. Terrible.
In his defence,
Mm-hmm.
Mel Gibson's father was utterly balmy.
Yeah.
So I suspect there's just a balminess in them. There's a mentalness.
But look, it's happening at the moment.
Mel Gibson's screen persona was a cheeky chappy, but they say he's just a very dark,
yeah.
intense man.
Awful person.
Yeah, he's not
Look,
nice.
Like I say, it's happening at the moment. And you've got, is it the Marvels coming out? And everyone's going, agenda. There's this.
Why is folk losing their
Hollywood-
mind over
They're
that
losing their
film?
mind.
There was
Don't
a guy,
watch it.
There was a guy getting so angry on Twitter, and I said to him, "You're an adult man
An adult man. Let it go.
who's getting annoyed about a film with colourful capes for children."
Yes.
And he lost his mind, and said, "Oh, why are you getting so angry?" I says, "No, I'm not angry. This is an observation. It's not for you."
And here's the thing, right? You've
If
got.
again, how they want to. YouTube is now full of Disney's destroyed.
Yeah, and they're enjoying.
You're like, who
They're enjoying people losing their jobs.
Who
They're
cares?
enjoying. Look, here's the
If
thing.
they let you down somehow,
If Brie Larson said something and you would disagree with it, that's good. Disagree
fine.
with something. But you want her never to work again.
Yeah.
She's an excellent actress.
Just the
You
whole
want her
thing.
never work again.
She should never have done Marvel.
No,
because-
she was miscast.
No, but she was actually she's a good act. She was
Yeah.
she was in stuff. She was in good stuff.
Room.
It's not helped her career. It's fucked it.
It's
she's,
fucked it.
she's been in Marvel, and that's all she's done.
It's fucked
Yeah.
it. No, and that's completely unfair.
But no,
I don't agree
the
with it.
vitriol. Yeah, it's just a. I'm
And
never.
you know what it is? Women.
I'm
women.
just not.
Who
It's not a
cares?
film I'm going to watch because I'm not really into colourful cape shit.
And
I'm-
here's another thing.
flying about in space doesn't really do it for
It's
me.
artistry that's over there. I don't own it. They've ruined my childhood. They've changed the character. Yeah, and that could have
Oh
worked.
Jesus Christ!
That could have worked. You've got to try things. You've got to change things. And if
Saying
you-
that, I did watch a
don't
trailer
care.
for a thing called Madam Web, and for whatever reason, I've decided to to give Dakota Johnson a
I
leading
don't
role.
know. I saw the trailer.
Dakota Johnson is bored by everything. Least
She
of
was
all
in
by acting.
Some sort of psychic battle.
She's terrible.
And she went, oh.
She was jaded, and she came out the womb just.
Ugh.
Can I most
I don't
babies
know.
go? She's just like,
Oh,
Oh,
fuck,
fuck.
this again. Reincarnated again. I'm bored.
oh, I'm a millionaire again. Oh no, no. But the Marvel stuff,
It doesn't matter.
All they're going about, it's There's a guy on Critical Drinker. It's on YouTube.
Oh, I'm tired.
Scottish
of
guy.
Yeah.
But why are you so annoyed about everything?
Just let it. Well,
There's
you
some-
know why. You know why. Gets lots of clicks, lots of.
There's some angers
I
the
think.
thing.
I think
There
that's the
is
thing.
films he likes, but fucking just don't watch. I think that Marvel was aimed. They're trying to get the tween audience, the
No,
younger
that's
audience.
fine. It's not for adults.
No, but the thing is, they're trying to get that audience, and that audience doesn't exist.
yeah,
Because the people who watch fucking superhero films are middle-aged men.
middle-aged men. That's right. And I said something. Now check this. I've seen quite a few of the Marvel films, not them all, but I've
Yeah.
seen quite a few.
Yeah, I've seen a few.
And someone asked me, what one's your favourite? And I went, the first Captain America, because it was set in a time and there
Yeah.
was a look to it and it had a vibe.
Right, okay.
And I liked that. And it seemed like watching a kid's.
Yeah.
I enjoyed that. You would. Why? White. It's a white film.
Oh god.
And I went, well, I don't relate to fucking a guy with massive muscles. Look at me. I don't relate to any
Yeah,
of it.
yeah.
But I just thought,
No,
I liked the setting, the time period. I liked all that.
Captain America.
And what
was,
ruined it when he woke up in the future, I was
Oh,
like, oh, God.
Captain America was the through story that was good.
Yeah.
Everyone hung off that. The man out of place. That's always interesting.
And I actually had a lovely ending where he just went,
Yeah.
I'm staying
Staying here for love.
for love. A lovely ending.
Perfect.
Too white. And I'm like, what's that to do with it? So someone was implying I was racist because I liked the first one. Oh, did you like The Winter Soldier? No, it was just for kids.
All those series, all those TV shows, just too much.
Just too
Squeeze
much.
every
I've not
last-
seen the TV shows, any of them, I don't think. I can't be doing with it.
The Boys. You need to watch superheroes. Watch The Boys. Watch Gen V.
I finished Gen V.
Wonderful.
I have to say, now
Hilarious
here's the
as part.
difference between The Boys and Gen V. Gen V, there's love in it.
Yeah, there's a bit of
There's-
love. There is
there's-
some nice people.
There's nice people
Yeah.
in it. There's good in it. Where in The Boys, they're just all awful.
Everyone's ghastly.
Everyone's ghastly. But in Gen V, they're nice. And the lead girl, what's she
Oh,
called?
she's good.
Can't remember the character's
No.
name.
Doesn't matter.
Can't. Marie? Marie?
Doesn't matter.
I think it is.
Doesn't matter.
She's great.
She is good. Everybody's good.
And the girl that goes tiny,
That's-
wonderful.
Oh, she's my favourite. That's Arnold Schwarzenegger's son.
Yeah, who
Golden
blows it.
boy.
Yeah. And he was good.
Everyone was good.
He
Yeah.
actually acted it well. I really liked it. I thought it was
Is
good
it
fun.
Invincible? That's good. That's another cartoon superhero
Oh, I've
thing.
not seen that.
Yeah, it's got Jason Mantzoukas is in it. Give it a go.
But it is very adult. I like when the wee girl's on a giant cock holding on to it and
That's
punching the
funny.
balls.
What's
That's
not,
funny.
What's not to like?
What's not to like that?
What's not to
But I
like?
can't get motivated. Like, this is the most I'll talk about it. And
There's
it's
not
like,
enough. There's not
I
enough.
can't get motivated about hidden agenda. What agendas?
Everyone's become so.
Oh,
just-
things are woke. What?
oh,
What does that mean? It seems to change every
jeez.
day.
What?
It's
Yeah.
like, there's all these agendas. I've heard this shit before. And it's like this moral outrage. We've discussed this before. And where you've got people saying, no, we're hanging on to old values. And it was like, I remember it with heavy metal music. I
Okay.
remember it with computer games. You know, they're
Everyone's
ruining
everyone's a
everyone.
terrible threat.
Everyone's a threat. And it's not.
A threat to what?
It's
But a threat to
Brie
what?
Larson flying around going, pew, pew.
A threat to what?
There's a threat to something in
Get
them.
me.
I'm not threatened by
Boomers,
it.
if you've got an issue with anything, you can just get a Morse box set and just watch Morse box sets. It's all out there.
That's all. You just go and get
If
that.
you're
and
getting
enjoy
stressed,
it.
just go home and watch a Morse box set.
Just enjoy it.
I don't like these
doesn't matter.
superheroes. It's okay, Dad. Here's a Morse box set.
And here's the thing.
My
I'm not
mum's a
fan of
big
the
nerd. My
superhero.
dad's not as nerdy as my mum, but my mum loves. She always loves Star Trek, Doctor Who.
Oh,
She-
right,
she's
right.
the one. She got COVID for 2 weeks. She wasn't doing too well, and she just watched all of Game of Thrones,
I've never seen it.
all of it,
All of it.
in 2 weeks, all of it. 8
Oh,
series.
Did I tell you? It's been a while, but my mum was talking about she missed Netflix.
Oh.
And I went, I'll get it for you.
Okay.
Oh, can you do that on my tablet? I went,
Oh,
I
no,
can't.
on a wee tablet.
I don't think she's slept for the last 4 days.
She's been watching.
She just watches. There's this Canadian ranch series. There's like 500 of them. She's just watching them all. She chain watch everything. Doesn't sleep. When she's not on that, she's on her phone looking at stories and shit.
I've often wondered what my gran and granddad would have done with this, because they died in the early 90s.
Yeah.
And then I'm thinking to myself, and they had a TV and they watched telly, but what would they have done with the internet? I think it'd have blown their fucking minds.
Well,
I think it'd have.
My-
I visualise putting an Alexa into their house.
my auntie died a few years ago, and she was younger than my mum. But she had no interest in even the internet existing. She just went, no, I'm not doing that. What's the point? She didn't have a concept.
Whereas the internet's the people that it's maybe the internet's best for is older folk.
Yes, it's bringing everything to you.
Yeah.
It makes things a lot easier. It's like my mum.
Because you're never too old to learn stuff.
80, that's what she says.
No, you just learn about. You're in your 60s and you learn about locusts.
That's right, I learned.
Yeah.
So, no, she rejected it. And I remember why do older people reject new things at a certain point? And there was something really interesting about it. There's a study done on it. And it's the way you learn.
Right.
The way you use a computer is not the way you use books, and it's a different thing.
Yeah.
So the way you've learned, the way your brain has been structured, it's actually not only jarring, it can actually be very, very difficult to relearn certain things. Okay? So you have kids just now, and I saw lots of examples of this, and they give babies books, and the baby's trying to swipe the book.
Yeah.
They're trying to do that. Their brain's already set, so when they're given a book, they don't think that way.
Yeah.
So it's not that, they're old, they can't learn. It's because they've been introduced to a new way of learning.
It's like, when you suddenly feel you've got a bit old. It does happen. And some things young people are doing, you think to yourself, that's not something I would have done. But is the pace of technology, I feel in my life, technology, there's more of a stutter to it. Do you not feel?
Technology went very slowly for us.
Stuttered.
Yeah.
And then it seemed to be a long time. Most of my life there was just telly. And then I remember VHS.
That's right.
And then there was, it jumped onto CDs, and then the internet came.
And when the phone came,
you never thought the internet was going to be much. Be honest, when computers first came,
I did.
Did you? Did you
I
immediately
thought this
think
is the future?
I thought, God, it's taken me a long time to masturbate to this.
Yeah. No, I
I'm
thought
finding
this is the
Razzle
future.
magazines more straight. It's going to take a lot to replace the mouse with Razzle.
Genuinely don't understand how difficult it was to download an MP3.
Yeah.
You went on to LimeWire, and that was just AIDS for your computer.
Yeah.
Your computer was ruined. You had to wait 6 hours, hope no one picked up the phone, and you got one
But
Britney
very
Spears
sluggish.
song.
In early days with mobile phones, can kids you had to pay per text?
Per text. I remember when it first started, they didn't think anyone would text, so it was free. They didn't think anyone started using it, so it was 10p a text.
But anyway, so I feel it's juttering, but now technology seems to just.
This was predicted. Yeah.
So what I'm trying to say is, you feel like suddenly you've got too old for this. Are young people, they're just going to be caught up in this wave, and they're not going to see any discernible big jumps. What's the next big jump going to be?
This is not us being old. This is a fact that can be proved, and I'll tell you why.
Is a 15-year-old now, when they're 45, something's going to happen to them, they go, I'm not sure of this. This is a bit much. Is that going to happen?
It might, but here's where you'll see it. Science fiction.
Okay.
When we were kids, science fiction was flying cars.
And it would tell you the future.
Everything.
It was grooming
Where's the future now?
Yeah.
The future now. Now, all science fiction is essentially a reflection of the current events.
We've got doors that go.
Yeah.
Star Trek stuff. We've got the mobile phones.
We've got it better, lighter, faster
It's
than
going to
anything
be,
in science fiction.
I think future's going to be maybe inward. It's going to be changing people.
I could see that. I could see all that.
There's going to be transhumanism.
Oh,
and that's no.
Well, we kind of have that already.
Yeah, we've got gender things all gone, so there's no such thing as But as people argue whatever,
Mhm.
but there's got to be something else. I feel like there's got to be human being.
Well,
if you read The Expanse
yeah.
books, there's people populate the stars and
Okay.
planets, and there's Martians and there's human beings, and they become distinct.
Mm-hmm.
And then there's people that kind of live in space, belters, and they become different
Mm-hmm.
because they have been in zero
And it doesn't
G.
take long
So
for you
they're
to
taller,
change. Yeah.
and they look at Earth people. People that's lived in gravity
Mhm.
are smaller, and it just makes little changes. That's gonna be the next thing.
It's all going to happen, but like you're saying, if I go back to the science fiction, like you're saying, we're kids, we see the future. It was
Yeah.
always now the future is here for a lot of people,
Yeah.
and it's
don't
and
speak
technology
about-
is going that fast.
Did
but
people see drones? Because it's
yeah,
drones, isn't it?
they saw
It's
drones,
no flying cars.
but they
it's
didn't see it in the way that it's
Yeah.
come. But like that, look, AI's only a few years old, and it's developing so fast. You were using it recently.
Oh,
I always said, what comes after digital cameras? What I couldn't imagine what comes after digital. I didn't realise nothing to take and no camera,
yeah, wearables.
and you're getting the art.
It's gonna be wearables.
That's beyond that.
They,
now.
they'll
There's always
undoubtedly
something.
they'll undoubtedly have a system where you're linked into something.
Yeah,
So you're
Well,
you,
we kinda
you will-
are already.
You will act. Yeah, you Google this.
we've
Alexa
got it on our
this,
phone.
but it's going to be hardwired
Mm-hmm.
into you. So a memory is going to just be you'll be able to learn language. I think that's.
I think that's the thing. I mean, you see, with
But the silicon chip it's reached the limits. It can't
yeah,
miniaturize anymore. Can
yeah.
it?
So there's going to be new.
So it's going to
ways
be a
and
new.
There'll be
They've
something
not
new.
replaced the silicon chip.
No,
It's
but
going to be an organic system.
There'll be something
Yeah.
that comes along.
Interesting.
There'll be someone.
I think it's all going to be a bit Cronenbergy, fleshy.
No, I don't think it
No
is. I think
flesh?
it's going to be a lot more subtle than that.
Yeah.
It's like, well, here's the thing, right? Are we part computer now because
yeah,
we carry phones,
100%.
and if we need a question answered, we just look it up.
Uh-huh.
If we need to find somewhere, it's all there. So that's the difference is you just hold it.
Yeah.
We're almost there, and this is all tuned to the algorithm tunes it
Yeah,
towards you.
yeah.
It's all happening.
Specs. If somebody could do specs, I could watch telly on.
Well, you
That's
get
all.
them.
Yeah, but better than the ones I've got. They look a bit shit.
No, that's all coming.
Yeah.
That's the big push. Is specs.
Yeah.
And I was looking at a thing where they have liquid lenses.
Oh.
So you're say you have problems with your
Yeah.
eyesight like we do. You're constantly in focus,
Oh.
no matter what you look at. 2020, no matter what you look at.
Oh.
And on top of that, you've got your screens in there. You could sit in an empty room,
Uh-huh.
right, and say you want your screen, you put it up on the wall, and no matter where you look, the screen sticks to it. You've got your whole house set up, so when you walk out the room, the screen
Yeah.
stays there,
Yeah.
or it could follow you. Or
It's
it
going to
could,
be for
just
this
things that are
all to key in.
wonderful.
For this all to key in and work.
yeah,
Humanity's got to have to reach a point where there is no judgment, because privacy is going to go the way of the dodo.
no, I can understand.
It's all
that.
going to just open source everything.
Mm-hmm.
So everything about you is just going to be available. That's going to be the future of people. A lot of things that people worried about is going to go. I would hope that for the future of people. Not like that. I just don't give a fuck about that. Nobody cares. You know what I mean?
I don't care. I've
Sexuality
not
is
got a
not
battle.
everything is just going to be.
I just,
yeah.
I don't. That's
Fluid.
my.
Yeah.
How many
I
times
think-
have I told you my superpower? I
But
do
it's-
have one.
But it's the information.
Yeah,
There's so much information. It's the person who controls the information. Sometimes I just think as people suddenly get very Luddite, or some people just get zone out. There will be people now
there's going to be that.
just go and live in a turnip patch.
But wouldn't that? Well, why does that attract you?
No, it doesn't
It does
attract
me.
me.
Well, we'll say that someone give me an A-frame in the woods, and there was no internet.
Oh, you could
there was
live there
no,
for
and
a
you go,
week.
Why is it? No,
Do you
I
get a
don't
bit
think so.
twitchy?
No,
Mate, you sat with 2 phones and coffee.
no, I have 3
And-
phones. I have 3 phones, by the
I'd
way.
like to see you go to an abbey for a fortnight.
Just freak out. Well, I'll tell you something. See, when I do go camping or something and go in the mountains,
Oh, when was the last time you did that?
it's
mate?
been quite a while ago.
How many years ago?
A long time
How,
ago.
10?
Yeah,
20?
no,
Was
10.
it 10? Okay.
And it was actually just before
Mountains? Big mountain, was
Yeah.
it? How big are we talking?
I'd Munro.
Monroe, okay.
So I'm
Okay.
there, I have
Were you
never
Monroe,
felt.
Were you Monroe bagging? I know you like tea bagging. Were
No,
you
I
Monroe,
don't bagging.
Were you Monroe bagging?
I've only been up a few. I don't think. I've only
so
think
I've heard.
13 or 14. I don't do that. I don't like that.
No.
So anyway,
Start
I've-
collecting for mountains. I'm not a fan.
no, I have never been more
Train spotting.
relaxed. Even when I go hiking
Ah,
and you sit down and do nothing,
okay,
you
well,
do
we need to
nothing's
get
great.
you and I.
No,
You know what I'm going to say.
no,
We need to go out. We need to reach out to Fandabi Dozy
Oh no.
and go out on one of his mountain adventures. When he pulls that stick in me, I'm going to shoot him with a blunderbuss.
you
Just
know
kill him.
You know what I'm going to do?
Roll him up in his
He does his
tub.
jock foo, but I'm going to make nunchucks out of Edinburgh Rock. Fuck yeah. Let's fight him. He swings that thing around.
Just
He'd
find out
probably
when
get
he's
us.
going. No, he won't. He's never put it to the test. He fights. No, he can.
Just rush him from two directions. You bastard.
Dresses red coats,
Oh,
and he thinks he's fallen through a gap in time.
you know, right.
He's like, oh my
no,
god!
I've got a plan. We'll watch him. We'll find out where he's
he is.
going, and then we'll turn up his
Full
red
red
coats on a
coats.
hill, looking at him, and then just disappear into the back. And he'll be like, "Ah, it's happened!"
Start coming at him with a bayonet.
Oh my god!
He's like, what?
He's an unusual chap. He
he's-
looks normal though, but
Does he
he's,
fuck?
he's not.
Yeah, listen, I didn't have many friends at school. The last thing I saw, he was up in the mountain with these two Dutch brothers who are fucking balmy.
Are they crazy
Oh,
as well?
they're absolutely fucking balmy.
But he would request that you need to lie out in the rain all night because that's what Scotsman did.
And then he gives you a fucking bannock. He's got his
Oh
fucking
my
pubes
god!
in it.
And he's got shite in his fucking leather jacket
It's
ripped up.
awful.
He ripped up an old settee,
Please watch him.
and that's what he keeps his food
But
in.
he's so stupid. He thinks he goes about Scotland and there's nobody about because Scotland's been fucking spoiled. They cut down all the trees and they
There's
got
no
all the,
trees,
They
yeah.
threw all the people away and replaced us with sheep.
It was an improvement.
And he wanders about. There would have been hamlets everywhere. You wouldn't have slept
you
outside.
don't sleep outside.
You'd have slept in somebody's
ever
guest
heard-
house.
Exposure wasn't invented for our generation. Exposure's been there forever. And here's another thing. The winters used to be a lot fucking colder.
Oh, they'd been hellish.
Now, you know what it's like in the mountains.
Oh,
You're walking
no
along,
escape.
you go up 10 feet
Yeah.
and you hit snow. And this is the middle of summer.
And the wind is.
It's fucking unbelievable.
I think a lot people don't realise about Scotland. Folks say, "Well, it's no the Alps, is it?" But Scotland's weather changes so dramatically.
so fast.
So I think it does change faster than it would in the Alps.
Me and Jeff, we
Aye.
were in the car, we were up snowboarding at Glen Shee.
And you get soaked.
And
You're-
you're fucked. And we took a drive up towards Braemar.
Aye.
And this wall of snow came towards us,
Unbelievable.
and we thought, oh fuck, we better turn because that
Aye.
road, once it
Yeah,
goes,
yeah.
it was chasing us.
Oh, shocking stuff.
We had to
that
drive.
pass.
Now,
That pass.
we
is-
were driving
yeah.
fast,
Yeah.
not illegally because you
Yeah.
can't on that
Yeah,
road,
yeah, yeah.
but we were driving,
When you get up there, the weather's something else.
and it caught up with us down at the Spittle.
yeah,
The weather beat the car.
yeah,
If you're walking,
yeah.
you just got to hunker down.
I was
And die.
come back for Blair Gowrie coming up the hill there, and hit like snowstorm, but there was thunder snow.
Oh, that's
It was
great. It's
incredible.
green lightning and
It
everything.
was just fucking incredible.
It's
Who else has ruined their lives?
Well, we've got one to do because it's
Okay,
Roseanne Barr,
she
a complex one.
no, she's got mental health problems.
Yes, that's what I mean.
That's all it is.
She's got mental health, so
She was going on about Trump and she still thinks he's the president.
yeah.
She believes everything. To be honest with you, I feel quite sorry for her. I
Mm-hmm.
don't for many people. But Roseanne was the first American show that, like the Cosbys, they all had money.
And
And Roseanne,
was incredible.
and it was funny and it was
Yeah.
human.
Yeah, it was
and
incredible.
it was ordinary Americans just
and there
trying
was
to get.
failure in
Yes.
it. There was it was just
It
incredible.
got terrible because they win the lottery and it got
Oh,
terrible.
that was a mad one. It turned out just
It's hard
to
to
be
explain how she managed to get fucking plastic surgery and big fake tits.
it was
But
bad.
she's just got clearly mental health problems.
Yeah.
And folk are just enabling her by getting her on shows. But she's moved in. It's a bloody shame.
It's a
all
shame.
all our co-stars
Yeah.
just like
Everyone's
ditched her.
turned on her.
ditched her. Come on,
And
folks.
Even if you've got mental issues and you say the most heinous things,
Yeah.
it's not a pass,
You-
but you don't fucking attack
you,
someone over
you
it.
have fame because of Roseanne Barr.
Yeah.
You shouldn't have abandoned the woman. You should try and help her.
Yeah.
It's like the J.K. Rowling thing. Whatever you think about J.K. Rowling, Do those kids not owe J.K. Rowling something?
Nothing from
Can
what I've
they
seen.
go and say, "Well, speak to her and do
Mhm.
a thing"? They've just cut.
Just say, how about this? Right, you're one of the kids that were in Harry Potter, and just say, "Oh, I disagree with that side of her."
Yeah.
But you have to understand, I know the person behind
Yeah.
it, and
No,
she's been
they've
great to
not,
me.
they've not.
She's lovely,
They've
and
not.
I can still disagree
Yeah.
with her,
You
and that's
can't-
why we're lucky to
Yeah.
be in a society where we
Do
can
you
disagree.
honestly think that fucking
Nope.
Harry Potter bastard would be famous without that?
No, he wouldn't. None of them would.
He'd be. What would he be doing?
I know, but it's
Where
just
would he be?
turning
Would he-
on people like that.
Yeah.
And it's like, and here's the thing: if they are constantly wrong, right, you have members of your family you disagree with because they're wrong. That's not how everyone
There should
you
be
disagree with
some-
doesn't turn into a battle to
There
the
should be some
end.
level of loyalty, I think.
Yeah, but maybe
There's
kill
a,
with kindness.
Yeah, there's a lot of people.
Hope to change people's minds.
There are a lot of people that come away with terrible stuff, and they're clearly off their heads.
Yeah.
They're
There's
off
not
their
that's not
heads.
allowed anymore. When
No.
you say something, that's set in stone and that you can never change. Or how about you go, you know what, 10 years ago I believed that, but I've changed.
And the
I
thing
mean,
is,
I've been educated on it.
It's been proven
You're not allowed to do that.
that shouting and screaming and laughing at people just hardens their opinions. It
Yeah.
does not work.
Talk to people.
You've got to be talking. Yeah,
Daryl. Oh, I can't remember the guy. He's a black
yeah. He
musician,
talks people out the
and
KKK
he
and
gets
stuff.
people out of the
Yeah.
clan.
Sounds a bit woolly, but it does actually work.
Talk.
Because in my
Communication.
experience, people I know, they've been mocked to a degree, and they then fall into the clutches of other people who believe in what they believe, but maybe even darker,
Mhm.
and they all form little nucleus of these horrible little cells of, and there's no getting them out. I think a lot of people are lost to it.
There was a strange thing at the place I worked at, and they went, when I would walk in, they went, here's that, don't say anything. And I went, what is it? And they went, oh, it's just a bit like race-related stuff.
Oh,
And I went, oh, racist. And they went, well. And it was these three people that always do it. And I went, but, why are you hiding it from me? They went,
Yeah.
oh, because you don't like that. I went, no, you can say what you want.
oh yeah, it's not.
You
your
can
job.
say it's not my
Yeah,
job to
I'm not.
police you. I will, if I don't like it, I'll say that's
If you'll ask my
stupid.
opinion, I'll say it's stupid.
Yeah,
no,
because I don't believe in standing by
no.
when he listen to this bullshit. But at the same time, you could say, but you're not saying it because of me. And they went, oh, well, it's not
you
right
don't
to
hear
say
it. You don't hear it as
So
much.
they said to me, oh, it's not right to say it though, is it? Then why
Well,
the fuck are you saying
Why are you
it?
saying it, yeah. But I've worked in places like, and you don't hear stuff like that so much. People have
No,
got
you
better-
don't.
And it's not just because people are being policed.
Mhm.
I think a lot of people said stuff just to join in.
Yeah.
I think everybody, and when they all thought about it, they're like, who's actually is racist here?
Yeah. Who's really,
who's it-
going to act on it? Who's really got
Who's
it in
the
it?
one that's driving this?
It's not as many
It's-
as you think.
No, it's funny that.
It's not as many as you think. Yeah, I've got a lot more hope for people.
Yeah.
Especially, and here's the thing, there's a word that's used around racism a lot, ignorance. It means you don't know.
Yeah, don't know.
And if people find out, they're, travel the world, see people, it's wonderful, it's
it's really
great.
fun.
Ladies and gentlemen, my show was ruined.
Well, I don't know.
got it done.
We talked to a few people. Let's see it. Can I see this?
No,
Oh,
because you haven't got misspelling.
No,
I'm going to go through them all. Taylor Lautner. That's because he was in Twilight because he can't act.
It's hard.
Also, his wife is called Taylor, and he went out with 3 girls called Taylor.
Oh, Jesus.
So it's Mr. and Mrs. Taylor Lautner.
He's a very unconvincing werewolf.
Oh, yeah, it's all word. Catherine Heigl.
She's
Notorious cunt.
Steven Seagal did Perv on her,
No, that's going to change
but
it.
yeah, that'll do
Mike Myers.
it. He's supposed to be awful.
Cunt.
He did a thing recently. It was some comedy on Netflix, and his comedy's still in the 90s. It's
It's
not
terrible.
moved on.
Jennifer Grey, who you love.
Got her nose done.
Got her nose done. I watched her in an interview. She got her nose done, went to meet her friends, and they went,
She had an adorable
and they didn't
nose.
know her. Her
She's,
friends didn't recognise her.
she was she's a
Beautiful.
wonderful actress.
Tara Reid.
Her and Patrick fell out, but I think they got friendly
We got
again.
friendly again. Now, Tara Reid, for anyone who hasn't seen it, when I was in America, I
Oh.
watched Paradise. It's the greatest programme ever made. She just all the
Poor
way through.
lassie.
She went, are we at the Acropolis?
She's just damaged.
They were in Greece. Is this the Acropolis? She is drunk from beginning to end. It's the funniest thing you've ever seen.
So she's damaged.
Mickey Rourke. Rourke.
He does a performance in the thing called Animal Factory. If you get a chance to watch it, he plays like a transsexual person in
Right.
In real life, he's fascinating.
He's fascinating.
He's got these wee dogs.
But you know what?
Didn't know what to play the game.
Sin City. Watch him in Sin City.
Wonderful.
It's his film.
Oh, but he's in the.
He's so good
He's
in
in
it.
the wrestling. No, he's a wonderful actor.
Meg Ryan, Lips.
But a horrible kind of person, I'm led to believe.
Kevin Spacey.
Not the sweetheart. Kevin Spacey, obviously.
Mel Gibson.
Terrible.
Winona Ryder.
What cancelled Winona?
Shoplifting years
that
ago.
bounced. That doesn't matter.
But that took years off her career. Years and
Yeah,
years.
she's bounced back.
She's
fine.
bounced back. She's doing fine. Watch her at some awards ceremony where I think she's on some sort of
Drug?
drug, and everyone's talking. She's on her own going, making faces.
Quirky,
Wonderful.
quirky.
Edward Furlong.
Oh, he's got new
Troubled.
teeth, though.
Has he got new teeth? Good for him.
They got him new teeth.
Lara Flynn Boyle. Cheek
Oh,
implants.
Poor Mike. Oh, no, she's no doing well.
She's not doing
Seen
well.
Sean McGowan.
Oh, he's
He's a dead
it's-
man.
He's a shame. Lance Armstrong,
Yeah.
international drug dealer,
Unpleasant man.
terrible cunt of a man.
Terrible.
Wesley
Is she
Snipes.
not married to Cheryl Crow? Cheryl Crow.
Yeah, he went out
Yeah.
with her at least. Wesley Snipes lives in a pyramid, didn't pay taxes.
Doesn't pay taxes. Okay.
Randy Quaid didn't pay a fucking hotel bill and has been in the run in Canada, and it's just
Yeah.
he's mental.
Yeah,
He's
but
absolutely
that's
mental.
mental health.
And fucked up everything. And of course, to Thaddeus Michael Thunder Lightning McGeeky, thank you for reaching out. It's been a while. It's been a while.
Okay.
Ladies and gentlemen. Now, Butler Fest is coming in December at some point. We'll let you know closer to the time. It's very soon, not long. And it'll be 3 nights, a Friday, a Saturday, Sunday, 9 o'clock each night, where you can sit down and join us with a film.
Jesus.
You get on one screen, you get your film lined up, and we'll have a little process
Get
of doing
yourself
it.
some
We'll get started.
Tunnocks tea cakes.
Get a cup of tea. Right?
Some Scotch Abernethys.
Oh, you're sorry. They catch in my throat.
I like a poor man's shortbread.
Yeah. And then what you do, on the count of 3, we'll press it, and you can enjoy the film and have us on your phone or your tablet at the side.
Oh.
Or all these bastards have second screens, which I did as well, but I've gave up on the second screen because I never turned it on. So here's what we do. We enjoy 3 nights of the greatest films ever made. And I think we've announced them, but I'm going to remind everyone. Night 1, you done it just the other day. What film is it?
The 10 Commandments.
Right, we're going to try again.
Schindler's List.
What was the first film we did?
Geostorm.
Geostorm! It's great. Night 2, what's the second film?
Angel Delight Has Fallen.
Angel Delight Has Fallen. And the third night, a film I have never seen.
Dracula 2000.
2000, you always said 3000. 'cause I
Sponsored
think
by
of-
Virgin.
Now, hold on. Dracula 2000, I thought was a Wes Craven film because I've been doing my research on it. It says presents, Wes Craven presents, so he was in the area and he's put his name to it.
It's got 709 in it.
I was watching a clip to see what I was in for, I'm sure. But I was watching a clip and it was the aeroplane clip. It's going to be... I think we're doing it Monday.
It's got fucking, what's his name?
What's his name?
Sick Boys.
It's
in
got Christopher Plummer in it,
Plumbers.
which I read. I couldn't believe it.
Love Plummer.
This film looks the worst thing ever. And Jerry Butler's hair looks... It looks like goat hair. It's a mullet that no one could get their fingers through.
Just thinking about it, it's very greasy.
It's incredible. But let's not talk about it. That's
Jerry
for
Butler with fangs.
Butler Fest.
He loved the fangs because he could bite through that like toffee brittle. So
Ladies and gentlemen, my
he
ruined
could
show was
open a
ruined.
can. He could open a can with a B-roll. With his tooth.
Classy. Until next time, laters.
Ta-da, ta-da.